45,000 pesos. Tapos, may libreng wireless earphones. Sige, kunin ko.
Nice. Sir, ano pong mode of payment?
What do you offer?
Kung straight po, may 500 pesos discount. Kung installment, pwedeng 6 months at 0% interest. Ano ang tamang sagot? This is a Basta episode exploring the implications of a straight payment versus an installment scheme. Installment schemes are great for us consumers, who may not always have cash on hand, especially for big purchases. However, there are times that we do, and thus we have the choice between a straight payment or an installment scheme. This episode covers the case when this specific choice is available. We have to choose between these two. A straight payment is paying the whole amount in either cash, through direct debit from your bank account, or through a single credit card payment. Regardless, a single amount for the whole purchase is transferred from the buyer to the seller. This is something that sellers like because they don't have to wait for cash. And because of this, straight payments usually come with a discount to encourage buyers to this mode of payment. An installment scheme, on the other hand, is one where payment is spread over a few months. Here, the buyer pays a monthly charge, calculated from the total purchase amount divided by the number of months. For example, for a bed frame that costs 30,000 pesos to be paid through a 3-month installment, the monthly charge is 10,000. That's 30,000 pesos divided by 3 months. The buyer is to pay this amount monthly for 3 months from the date of purchase. Installment schemes are most often done through credit card because the credit card company has an ongoing relationship with the buyer. In other words, credit card owners have a legal obligation to pay their credit card bills. Hence, the seller can expect the credit card company to place the monthly charges on the buyer. While sellers like installment plans because these make their pricier items more available for consumers to buy, they don't like the fact that they won't get all the money from a sale right away. This money, for example, could have been used to buy more stock and hence make more sales, so installment schemes cause some delay. As such, while they would have offered an additional discount for straight payments, they will either give no discount or a smaller discount if an installment scheme is used. So, is a straight payment always the option to choose since you end up paying less? The answer is not always apparent, and it has to do with the what if. You should always ask yourself, what would you do with the money in the time it is with you? Because that's one implication of installment schemes. Some money remains with you for a longer period. For a lot of people, that money would have stayed in a traditional bank earning very little to no interest. Here at Basta sa Bahay, we suggest that you compare the straight payment option to an installment scheme where you put the money in a digital bank like Tonic that gives a significant interest per month. The more complicated answer is that one should find the best investment for that money, be it stocks or a business. But this isn't always available when you're making a decision like this. We like Tonic as an option because it is easy to avail. Given that, let's take an example where we are buying a cell phone that costs 45,000 pesos. A straight payment comes with a 500 pesos discount. And a 6-month installment with 0% interest is available with the store and your credit card company. First, the straight payment. Here, you end up paying 44,500 pesos. This is a straightforward calculation because you enjoy a discount of 500 pesos. Now, let's take a look at the 6-month installment option. First, we calculate what your cash is for the next 6 months. And note that we plan to put this in Tonic that gives an interest of 4% per annum. Since we pay a month later, month 1 would have a balance of 45,000 pesos. Month 2 is when we pay our first installment amount of 45,000 pesos divided by 6 or 7,500 pesos. Hence, on month 2, only 37,500 pesos is in tonic, and so on for months 3 to 6. Next, we calculate the interest that we earn. For simplicity, we calculate this by multiplying the balance by 4% and dividing by 12. This is because 4% is a per annum rate, so the per month rate is just simplified 4% divided by 12. From this interest, we take out 20%, which is the tax for interest. So all in those 6 months, there's an opportunity to have earned 420 pesos, which we can offset from the price. The installment option gives 45,000 pesos minus 420 pesos, or 44,580 pesos. In this case, it's clear that a straight payment is cheaper. You could have earned some interest for the money that is still with you for the next 6 months, but it's not as high as the discount you are given for a straight payment. As a second example, now consider the same situation except you are given 12 months installment with no interest. While you still end up paying 44,500 pesos for the straight payment, here is what our interest earnings look like for 12 months. In those 12 months, we could have earned 780 pesos, which is bigger than the 500 pesos discount under a straight payment. In this example, the installment option is better, and it has to do with a longer installment period. You just had more time to earn interest. The two underlying lessons Basta sa Bahay wants to remind its viewers is that first, there is what is called the time value of money, and the installment options we considered capture this. If you are smart about it, money can produce money, and given more time will produce even more money. We see this when we are able to earn more interest the longer money is placed in a bank. The second lesson is that you should do the comparison between a straight payment and an installment scheme with the time value of money in mind. Basta sa Bahay's suggestion is as if you were to deposit that money in a bank that has an interest rate of 4%. But it should be whatever available option gives you the highest return for your money in the shortest amount of time. Given this, take the straight payment and consider any discounts, and take the installment option and consider interest you could have earned, and then make a smart comparison. This is a Basta sa Bahay episode. If you want to see more of this content, like this video and subscribe to the Basta sa Bahay channel. We post videos aimed to help you maintain a household on a good budget and hopefully help you remain stress-free while doing so.